Cragg. I'm here today to help you to look, shall we say, 20 years younger maybe more. But what I thought that we would start with a little bit on the grooming side. And I think that we'll start with face shapes. Now you should be able to find out quite easily if you've got a round face shape, if you've got a long face shape or square or oval, or what face shape you have. And the basic advice I can give you for your grooming is to keep it simple. If you have a round face, don't do anything round on it because you'll look like the man in the moon. So if you've got a round face, you have no round earrings, no round neckline, and nothing at all round near your face. If you have a square face, no fringe or only half a fringe, no square earrings and no boat necklines, and therefore your face won't look so square. If you're very tall, you probably have a long oblong face. So if that is you, then you've got to be very careful not to have a bun on the top of your head, because that's going to add about 6 inches onto your height. And you can have a fringe, and you shouldn't wear a very low neckline because your neck will look longer. So that is a little bit about grooming. One more thing I will say, for those of us who have got short legs, if you wear beige shoes, it's more skin tone and that will make your legs look longer. So if you could forego your black shoes for beige shoes, your legs will look several inches longer. So I just thought that's a nice little tip for you. Now we're going to start with makeup. I have put moisturiser on my face. In fact, I'm going to tell you the truth that I do use night cream on my face in the day because I think it plumps the tissues up more. That I have already done and patted off the surface. So now I am going to put a primer on to my skin. Just a primer just to make my makeup stay on all day long. I think it's a very good thing to do. You don't have to, I'm only giving you ideas. You don't have to at all. Be very gentle how you touch your face. Don't sort of look as though you're scrubbing the floor is what I'd really say. And if your neck is showing, like I'm showing quite a bit today, we can want you to demonstrate something else to you later on. But if you're going to put makeup down your neck, then you must also put the primer down your neck as well. Now I always say that the face is from the top, your hairline is right the way down to whatever you're going to show, basically. So that is the primer put on. Then I'm going to choose a foundation. Now there is a lot of controversy about foundation because people will say, I'm so pale, I want a dark foundation. But have you ever stopped to think, what do you look like to other people if you've got an orange face and a white neck? So what I'm going to say to you is the correct way that a makeup artist like myself would tell you, is that you put on one that matches your skin. You put on a foundation that matches your skin, then all the colours, or even a shade lighter will do, then all the colours that you want after that go on top. So your highlights, your lowlights will go on top. And I do put it over my eyelids. I put it right up to the hairline. I'm quite gentle how I touch my face because I think it is important to be fairly gentle with your face. Blend it in nicely, but when I'm going to the neck, and blend always upwards on the face, but when I'm blending it in the neck, I'll blend it downwards. And it goes on a lot better if you've got the moisturiser on underneath or the night cream on underneath. And make sure it's blended in. The bits that people forget are under the nose. They forget to blend in under the nose, so you must remember that. If you've got slight bags under the eyes, the range of makeup that I use, which is Artistry, I use it because it suits my skin, and in fact it suits everybody's skin. But the range I use, they do a concealer cream, but I find that if you haven't got time to do that, just put an extra layer of your foundation on, and that will act as a concealer. But you can do either, you can mess about with it. There is no real set thing to do, so you can put an extra layer of your concealer or your foundation over the bits that you might be a bit bothered about. Alright. Now you can use powder to set or not when you've got your makeup done, but that is entirely up to you. Alright, so that is the foundation done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I tend to be I do it in such a hurry, so I've probably got a bit in my eyebrows. So just to make sure, I'm going to wipe my eyebrows to make sure that there isn't any foundation on them. That was, you see. So I'm just wiping the eyebrows to make them clear. Now, the way that I do this is, I actually put now my blusher on. Because that's the way I do things. Doesn't matter really, there is no long and fast rule. If you feel like putting your lipstick on before you put your powder on, what difference does it make? None at all. So today I'm going to put my blusher on. It's more like a tan really. I'm just going to put it on my cheeks here with my special brushes. But you must remember also, if you're going to do that, it acts as a low light or a shadow. Put a bit on the forehead as well. Put a bit on the forehead. And then, because I'm showing rather a lot of neck today, in fact I look a bit rude actually, I'm going to pull up a bit. I'm going to actually put it on my neck because it'll give me a little bit of highlight and make me look, well I'm hoping it may make me look a bit more sexy actually, but I doubt whether it'll work. Not in the middle, but so you know you should definitely put something on there because it gives it a shimmy, you see. Especially nice for evening. So that's what you can do. So I've done that and I've done that there. And also, because I'm a bit lazy, I'm going to put a little bit in their eye sockets here instead of an eyeshadow. That will. So I'm going to concentrate on the eyes now. Alright, so I've done the low lighting here, and what I've done is I'm concentrating on this brown powder at the minute. So I put some on the eyes there, like that. Alright, I put some on my décolleté and I have put some on my cheeks. Now that will give me a nice, any woman over the age of 40 should have a little bit of a pink colour up here because it doesn't really lift the eyes. What I want you to remember is with your eyes, you shouldn't put any dark colours on your eyes. You know, you shouldn't do that at all because it's going to make them look very, very deep set. What you can do if you want to, is you can put a light colour on your eyes. On the, just below where I have put the darker colour. So you can put a light colour like that and that really opens your eyes up. Can you see the difference? See? But no, please, no greens, no blues, no nothing, actually on the eyelid. If you want to put those, you can put them underneath, you can put them as an eyeliner, or you can put them on top. You can also use this beige tone to put just underneath your eyebrow. That will also lift your eye up a lot, if you want to do that. Alright, so that's, we've done that. I'm going to continue with the eyes now, and I'm going to put on some eyebrow pencil. I'm very fortunate I've got this mirror in front of me that lights up. It's got little bulbs all around it. It makes you feel very professional if you've got one of those. And also the mirror that I have, I think you'll see a picture of it at the end. The mirror that I have has got magnifications down the side. So if anybody's got poor eyesight, and you're trying to put your eye makeup on, this particular mirror has got 3 different magnifications to help you. So I think that we'll be showing you that later. So the eyebrow pencil on now, and blend it in. With the other end of the eyebrow pencil there's a brush. So you can blend it in like that. Don't use black please. Black is really not a very good colour to use. It looks too dark. I mean, if it was Halloween and you wanted to be a witch, then it would be a different matter. But black is really, really too dark. This is a brown colour I'm using. If you are grey, you've got grey hair or blonde hair, then the right colour for you to use is taupe, a browny colour. A taupe, that would be the right colour for you. if you're blonde or straight, whatever you do, if you've got grey hair, grey eyebrows, do not use a grey eyebrow pencil, it will age you. It'll put 20 years on you, so you use a light brown one at all. Now, depending on your age and how much you like wearing makeup and how daring you are, everybody needs a little shaping under the eyes. So you might want to use a bit of eyebrow pencil under your eyes if you want a subtle look. If you want a subtle look, that is quite alright to do. And blend it with your fingers if you want to do. You can have a more dynamic look if you want to give something a bit darker. I don't know if I've got one here, but I'll have a look. I don't know that she's giving me one here. No, she hasn't, I don't think. Anyway, I think, yeah, here's a slightly darker one. And if you want to get the little wings up the side, can look quite nice. In somebody older, you wouldn't want to have the beautiful wings that the young people do now. Wouldn't be appropriate. But if you want to do the wings, the best thing is to put the pencil on and then close your eyes. And then the pencil automatically gives you a wing, you see. Just a subtle one. I'm full of little tricks. Those that come to me, because quite a lot of people come for private makeup lessons, they're quite amazed at all the tricks they learn. So you might want to consider that one day. Right, now your mascara. Your mascara, alright? What I advise you to do is to go downwards with your mascara, because you want to get the mascara right to the ends. So you go downwards to start with. Most people say, oh, my lashes are so short. Normally they're not. Not many people have short lashes. The thing is that they think they have, because they're bleached on the ends. Now then when you've done the going down bit, you go upwards like this, 3, 4, 5 times. On the last time, you hold the mascara brush there. Can you see me? I'm holding it here because as it dries, it curls your lashes up. Because what I want to prevent you from doing is pulling your eyelashes out with those frightful eyelash curlers. So this will save you from that, alright? So I'm going to do the same with the other one. Hold it there. And you'll get a nice lift and a separation also with your eyelashes. And then I think you should also do the bottom ones as well, and how I do it is like that. Backwards and forwards. Like that, and then up and down. So don't forget your bottom lashes. Men too often wear mascara. I mean, it doesn't matter what persuasion you are, you can wear makeup. But with the men, I wouldn't recommend, if any men are watching this, I wouldn't recommend that you get a mascara with fibres in. Alright, so that's that. Now, some people have a colour grab, which means when you put your makeup on, and I bet half of you have got a colour grab, because when you put your makeup on, that means that you put it on, you put your cheeks on, and suddenly you look in the mirror again, and they're gone. Now, if you look at me, I've got a colour grab, and some of the colour I put on is gone. So I'm just going to put a little bit more on. Might as well do the rude bits as well, there we go. I think I should have worn something a little bit less revealing, but there we go. I'm going out tonight, so it won't matter. Right, now, I'm going to tell you something else which relates to grooming. Black and white near the face are very, very difficult to wear because they drain all the colour away. So if you wear black or white, and I'm afraid that an awful lot of young people do wear black near the face, if you wear black, your makeup has got to be quite heavy and bright, because otherwise all the colour is going to be drained out of the face. So this is why I'm going to wear a bright lipstick, because otherwise I'm going to look like death when I go out tonight. And people think I'm going to my funeral, not out to dinner. Right, so I like to use something that looks like this. If I was going to use a lipstick, I have to say I would use a lipstick brush and paint it on with a lipstick brush. And then I would do my lip line afterwards, because that's the quickest way to do it. Put your lipstick on and then do the lip line. That's what a lot of makeup artists do. Right, so here we go with the lipstick then. All the way around like that. And then the top. Fill it in, dot them together like that. But don't go too into the corner of the mouth, because otherwise it's going to migrate and you're going to look as though you've been eating jam sandwiches all day with jam in the corner of your mouth. Right now. That's right. I'm going to give you a tip for some of you. I'm very fortunate because I don't have this problem, but some people have got a little ridge at the top of the mouth, and it's called the vermilion border, and it's a little white ridge. Now, if you've got that, you cannot take your lipstick over that little white ridge, over that vermilion border. I'm fortunate I haven't got one, so I can go as high as I want, more or less, my lipstick. But if you've got that ridge, you mustn't do it, because it'll look very, very, very false. The other thing that I'm going to say when we're talking about it is your glasses. Now, if your glasses are crooked, your face is going to look crooked. So I think you do need to do a check on your glasses to make sure that they match your eyebrows shape. It could be, if you had a little facial palsy or something, that your face is a little crooked. It happens to an awful lot of people. But if your glasses are not right, then people can keep staring at you and think, what is wrong? So you do need to get the glasses sorted out. I mean, all of us at some time, we sit on our glasses or we do something to them, and we have to go and get them altered at the opticians. So I just thought I'd make that point. Now the other thing is that now that I've finished with that makeup, I'm going to put a little bit of highlight on. There's all sorts of highlights that you can use, but I've done the low light on my cheeks, and I'm going to highlight my cheekbones. See? I'm going to highlight them like that. It's very, very nice now to do highlighter and contouring. It's called contouring, isn't it? Putting a darker one first underneath. But you know, if you've got a very thin face, you mustn't do it, because again, I'll go back to witches. You'll look like a witch. If you've got a very thin face anyway, you should not be putting the contouring on, because it doesn't suit you. Just because it's in fashion doesn't mean it's in fashion for everybody. So you have got to be careful. Alright? Now another tip is, and it doesn't apply to me, but I will demonstrate it, is that if you are complaining that you haven't got much bust and you don't have a cleavage, then I mean, that isn't my problem, as you can see, but I'm just showing you what you do. Look, you take an eyebrow pencil or a brush with some shadow on it, and you go like that, and you blend it up there, and you've got a cleavage. Right? So you'll be sure of a very good night out if you go out looking like that, and you've got a cleavage. And you can put some highlighter on the outside here. I should just demonstrate that. Right? So you go from, you put on about 2 cup sizes here if you need to. Alright, that's just a little trick that I'm showing you. I have hundreds more tricks up my sleeve. I mean, I could do loads and loads of videos, and I am going to do some more, but it would be very nice feedback to see what you would like. I mean, would you like me to do a video for you? You know, what would you like me to do videos on? You know, just ask me, and Oliver and I will do them between us. But it's been very nice and pleasurable making this video for you, and I hope you will like me and say so on Facebook, and I hope to see you again.